Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've not done my nails in a hot minute. It looks like a hot mess and I definitely need to do a do-up ASAP, which is now. So yeah, I'll show you so by the short reel that I am going to be doing the glass nails, and I'm so excited to show you how I got it done. I first of all started by prepping my nails off camera, and once that is done, I'm starting with exciting news because American Creators sent me a couple of their gels and I'm going to be using them to do my nails. The whole entirety of my nails were done with American Creator products, and I'm so excited to try it out. I've been seeing a lot of reviews online. I've seen a lot of nail techs whom I respect in the industry talk about the product, and yeah, I'm so excited to have to try it out for myself and for my own opinions. But I have a feeling that I'm going to be very impressed and you're going to know about it. So starting off with the base gel on my natural nails, I don't use a primer when I'm working with hard gel or gel products, because when you have a very good base gel, you are literally good to go and the set is going to last you. The retention is going to be so good. So anyways, I finished up with the application of the base gel on my nails, and after that was done, I cured in the lamp for 30 seconds, and once it's done curing, I'm going to be starting with the set now, and I'm going to be using Sculpting Form to do my nails. It's been ages. I mean, it's been 1 year, but I can still say ages because there was a time that I couldn't do my nails without using a Sculpting Form. But the discovery of dual forms and other ways to work with hard gel even with longer lengths got me in a chokehold. However, I did not have the length that I wanted for this set, so I did not use dual forms. It would have been way faster because using sculpting forms actually takes a lot of time to do, because you need to be very patient to align the form to your fingers, making sure that it is fitted properly and it doesn't move when you are doing your application. So yeah, I did struggle a little bit. It's been a while I'd used it for myself, but yeah, we go on. Now that I fixed one form to the nail, the thumb, I'm grabbing the nail extension gel from American Creator. And guys, my first impressions were like, whoa, this gel is thick. It's thick, honey. It's thick. Look at the way it is just stretching out, and you just know that the formula for this product is going to be so amazing for extension. So yeah, we're using that to extend my nails, and I'm applying a very thin layer to my nails and stretching out towards the end of the sculpting forms. I'm doing stilettos as always, so I am making sure that I am applying the gel to fit the shape that I want to achieve at the end of the day. But I'm applying in a very thin layer because it's thick, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's not too thick on my nails, just so that I can go ahead with the next process without having any issues and troubles. So yeah, basically what I do after fitting the form is take a little bit of the product on my brush and then begin to apply very gently. I'm doing the glass nails and I do not want any bubbles on my nails at all. That is the goal for this set, not to see any bubbles, which can be really hard because when you're working with the gel, you can be too excited and overwork the gel, and when you do that, you just create a lot of bubbles on the nails. So you have to be pretty slow just so that you can have the best application possible, especially when you want to do the design that I am doing, the glass nails. So when getting my extensions done, I always cure finger by finger, and that is because I want to avoid any stories that touch. Like, I do not want to hear anything because it can be very problematic working with sculpting forms, especially when you're doing it by yourself. As I'm doing it by myself, I just had to keep adjusting the way I am adjusting on this pinky right now. It was hell working on this pinky, but I just had to make it work. And after struggling and struggling, I managed to get my extensions done. And once it was done, of course, I cured in the lamp. And once all the fingers were dry properly, I'm taking out the forms from the nails. And off it goes, one by one, all the nails looking good. Now that all the forms are gone, it's now time to work on the body of the nails. That is the French, and I'm grabbing the nail extension gel again. And I know you're wondering why, because it's clear, right? But I'm going to be mixing a shade of nude, and I did get some beautiful shades from American Creator. However, they are more pink than I would like, so I'm just going to mix a shade that I love all the time. And if you know me, I love my nudes, very nudie. So yeah, this is a test, and even when I have mixed the colors down, it is still very thick. Yeah. Alright guys, so for the French, I'm going to be starting off with a slip layer, and I'm going to be doing the slip layer and form the shape of the French line that I want to achieve for this set. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to have some control over where the gel is going to eventually stop, and also during the filing I don't want to have any leaks of the colored gel on my nails at all, because I want to have a clear tip. The clear tip is not going to function when you have leaks of the nude gel peeking through in any funny way. Because I'm going to be filing the smile line at the end of the application process and it's all dried, I'm going to be making the French a little bit higher, but I'm not making it too high, just high enough to achieve that apex. I'm not going to be using the clear gel over the French so much, so I have to put that in mind. And when it is all done, I go ahead and cure in the lamp just so that it doesn't lose shape. So once it's all cured, it's time for the next finger, and I'm doing the same thing, applying the slip layer first. But instead of going ahead and applying the gel automatically, I'm using a liner brush to do the French line down. So this helps as a better guide, just in case you don't want to, wing it and apply, just in case you don't want to make extra mistakes. This helps. So once you apply the smile line, you go ahead and cure so it stays in position, and you go ahead and come again to apply the thicker base of the hard gel till you cover up that space. Yeah, that looked pretty wonky, but that's fine. After curing in the lamp, I'm filling up that dent with some more hard gel just to make sure that it looks really proportional and make sure that the structure of the nails is on point. I'm just really brushing it back just to make it very neat. I cure in the lamp and it's time to file the shape. Alright guys, so I went on ahead to file the pinky and the ring finger of camera. However, what I did was to use my hand file to just make sure that that smile line is super crisp and it looks super good. Once I was done with the filing and it looked really good on all fingers, it's now time to clean up the nails. I cleaned it up, grabbed the brush, had some alcohol on it, and I scrubbed, removing all of that dust, because if I don't want bubbles, why would I want dust on my nails? So after cleaning up the nails really well, it's now time to fill up the nails, and I'm using construction gel, which is a much more lighter based hard gel. It's just like water, like a syrup. And applying this is super sweet. The way it just like flows, yeah, I love it. So I just went on ahead and applied the gel, and look at the way it's just flowing on the nails. No bubbles were created in the making of these nails, in the making of the tips. It was so good. But the only setback was because of how light the gel was, I had to do it in layers. So after doing the first layer, I went ahead and cured on the lamp, and I'm coming in with the second layer on the nails to make sure that the structure is on point and to make sure that I have the coverage that I need on the nails. I do not want my nails to break. Anyway, so once I was done with the thumb, I cured on the lamp, and then I decided to just try the extension gel on the other finger to see what the experience was going to be like. Would I be able to apply this without having any bubbles on my nails? I was curious to find out. But even if the hard gel is pretty thick, the self-leveling ability of this gel is just top notch. I was able to guide the gel, and the gel was doing pretty much all the work. And yeah, no bubbles were formed, and I'm so happy about that. Guys, I'm really so sorry. I had no idea that I was not in frame at all, and then the focus was just messing up. I don't know what was up with that. But anyways, I was able to finish up with all of the nails, and once that was done, I grabbed a cotton wool. I did not know where my lint free wipe was, so please don't judge me too much. I'm already judging myself, guys. So yeah, using my hand file, I'm filing the shape of the nails just to make sure that it's really crisp, making sure that the stiletto is really on point. I use on point a lot, don't I? Well, yeah. Anyway, so I go ahead and I file and I file and I file, making sure that the shape really looks good. And once I was done and happy with the shaping, this is what everything looks like. I went ahead and cleaned up the nails of camera, and this is the structure of the nails. Looking so great. I have this pack of bling. I decided not to have the nails look plain, so I'm just going to have a little spread of the bling on the table. Beautiful colors. And to hold the bling down, I'm using, you guessed it right, the nail extension gel. I told you, I'm doing everything with American Creator products for this nail set. So I decided to try out the hard gel to see what it's going to be like to hold the bling down. And I just have a little blob in the middle. I'm just going to have two beautiful stones on each nail. And because I didn't want to take away from the beauty of the glass tips, I'm going to be using very small sized stones, one big and one small. So the stones are all placed now, but I'm not curing yet. I decided to zhuzh it up a little bit more with this gold caviar beads that I have. And for placement, I'm going to do 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and 1 on each side of the stones where they meet. And yeah, that's really just about it. The only thing though is after the placements, and I'm happy with the way the stones are looking, I make sure that I flash cure with my hand lamp just so that the stones don't shift position while working on the other fingers. It's a really nice precaution to take because there's really nothing more frustrating than adjusting and readjusting, especially when you're working with such tiny stones. So while all of this is going on, I just want to take the opportunity to say a very huge thank you to American Creator for gifting me this product. It has been an amazing experience working with the products. The reviews, guys, they are true. They are so true. And just having the opportunity to use these products, I am so grateful. In using these products, I can absolutely tell that the user experience of both the client and the nail tech was put into full consideration very intentionally, and that is so dope. So once more, thank you, American Creator. Absolute pleasure of mine to work with your products. Slowly reaching the end of this video, and to just finish up, I'm going to be applying the top gel on my nails. This is their high gloss top gel, and I'm going to be using this all around the nails, and it's looking so good already. I go ahead and cure it in the lamp once I'm done. After curing, I turn my fingers around and paint the inside of the nails just to improve the clarity of that glass look. And at the end of it all, I go ahead and do a full cure in the lamp. We are done with this set. It is looking absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for sticking through to the end of this video. I'll see you very soon on another one. Take care of yourself. Bye.